Hey, welcome to the official Windows 8 channel, and today is another video in the series where we actually talk about the task manager, talk about the different tabs and what the information in there means. Once again, if you don't know how to get a task manager, several ways. You can go into the bottom left corner of your screen, right click, and there you'll have the list where you have Task Manager available. You can go into the desktop mode, click on the taskbar at the bottom, and you'll have Task Manager. You can also go into the Charms bar, go on the slide on the right side of the screen, just slide to the left for the Charms bar, or if you have a mouse, go into the corners of the screen and go down to the Charms bar. Click search and type task, and you'll have Task Manager show up in the list. Today we are talking about the App History tab and what it means. Sometimes when you want to troubleshoot a slow computer or an app that might actually go unnoticed but does a lot of traffic or just uses a lot of processing power. Sometimes one of the problems that most tech guys actually have, for example, is people call them up. I get called up, for example, and the guy or the girl tells me, well, sometimes my computer is running slow, sometimes not, and you're wondering if there's an app that sometimes probably does some intensive work. And so the app history is interesting for that because it shows you the different apps in your computer, and it gives you an highlight of the CPU time usage, the network usage, meter network if you ever put a bandwidth cap on the meter of your network, and the updates that were done and how much of information was transferred for updating that feature. So what's cool about this also is that it gives you different colors. So you see here you've got like pale orange, and then you've got a kind of a little more beige into the orange. It's kind of a scale that shows you what's being actually what uses the most of your computer time. So this is nice because it gives you an idea of the different apps running in your computer throughout the time, and it gives you an idea of which ones are actually the ones that consume the most CPU time. So on the first column, and you can click CPU and have them at top and say, okay, well, my mail calendar people actually has more CPU time than other apps. So depending on what you're doing, can be normal, but it can be also something going wrong. So if one app, for example, is going wild and you're wondering if something's wrong, you can go there and see if there's an app actually using CPU time all the time. So this is pretty cool for that. You'll actually know what's being used. You can also, if you have suspicion that an app is maybe using a lot of bandwidth, or you just don't know which app, sometimes a lot of people use a computer. You might just do email, but maybe your children are downloading movies or stuff like that, and you're wondering, what's using the network? You can click network and see all the apps and all the quantity of data downloaded. So if you see Internet Explorer using 1 gigabyte, you know that somebody's been watching videos or doing something with it because it's really big. Or maybe you'll see an app, uTorrent, for example. A lot of people, what I see is that a lot of people with children will have, the parents will use a computer just for email and going into Google, searching for stuff. But their children will be using, for example, uTorrent to download illegal movies and stuff like that, or games. Well, you'll see it showing here. It's going to tell you uTorrent is using a lot of the network, for example. So, you know, these are ways to try and find out who and why is my computer or my internet connection slow, or my bandwidth cap is being, every month is being blown up. Is it me, or what's happening? And all the information's here, and that's pretty cool. It's something new in the Task Manager, and I think having app history is a great way to learn about what uses the most power in your computer and what uses the most internet, so you can adjust. And if it's a program you don't use or you don't want, you can remove it and stuff like that. So great little tab here, the app history in the Task Manager. So if you enjoy learning more about your Windows machine, click the subscribe button and you'll learn, you'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have comments, questions, maybe you have a request of an app or a feature you'd like us to do a video on, let us know and we'll try to put one online. And if you have that brand new Windows 8 machine and you're a little lost, take a look at our different videos. Lots of videos explaining how to use Windows 8 to the fullest. Well, thanks for watching and hope you come back to the official Windows 8 channel. Bye bye.